comment that I can't join, and I was immediately joined. So this must be perfect, yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ira.
How are you doing, Katja?
Thank you very much. I'm okay. I just find out that I am a negative on COVID. So I can actually work this week with my clients also, because it is obligatory to work if you work with a client one-to-one, that you have a test, and the test is of course negative. Yeah.
Great. Great.
Congratulations to test to me. Yes, exactly. And how are you, Ira?
I'm great. I'm so glad that you managed to join.
Yes.
At one point, I thought, oh my God! Now Katja will be texting me, and I will be text to people.
No, it's a little connection is not so good, but it's okay. We will manage to go with this fantastic interview. And thank you very much also, Ira, to invite me. I was very looking for this interview also because, as I heard in the beginning, Ira and I, as Ira told you, we are really very, very good friends for a long time now, and we are really supportive to each other, and we talk a lot, and we are challenging each other a lot, and I'm really grateful to have her as a friend, and also now as my interviewer. Yeah.
How many colleagues and how many clients do you have around the world?
Yes, well, actually now I'm working with all over the world. I am also collaborating with actually all over the world, also in Croatia, in France, in India, in Belgium, in Netherlands and Canada. And I actually have clients from all around the world, especially on my workshops and programs that I will discuss later on with Ira. So the community is growing, and since Slovenia is a small market for my way of doing it, it is very important for me to cross the borders, yeah, and go also internationally.
Let's do it this way. Maybe people will have a better picture what you are doing. If you imagine that I have to replace you for a week, what should I do during this week?
Oh, wow. This would be great. When do you start? First, you would have to take a test. A test for COVID, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm still doing one-to-one. It is allowed in Slovenia if a facilitator is having a negative test. Then actually my week is quite full. I have to say it's quite full. And what I do is in the morning you will have to, Ira, first do some practices that will make you cool, calm, and collected and focused during all day. Because being with clients in the way that I am facilitating and I'm helping them, it demands really a lot of energy, a lot of focus, an open heart, and for that we all need. I need endurance. Yeah, I need to be flexible. I need to be in my own focus, really to do my best. So in the morning, you would need to do something of that kind of practices. I do yoga. I'm also yoga therapist. So this is my stability guide, stability help that I have, and some meditation that clears my mind, that brings me back to myself. I think this is the first thing you will have to do. And then if on the menu of this day would be one-to-one clients. You would prepare a little bit in advance and check what you did with the clients before. So I usually take 3 to 5 clients per day. And if, for example, you would have some sort of program, I'm running now 3 programs. 2 are already running. One is a program that I will mention later on, is an international program. You would have to prepare also a little bit in advance what you will do in this program. So what I do is I connect to people intuitively. I connect to them. I feel where their blockages are, and I feel where I can push them or pull them a little bit further. But actually everything from just for their benefits. Yeah. So yes. I do many nice processes with them that are evolving all the time during this program or one-to-one. So for program, I would feel what these people at that moment need there on my program. For example, if I would have a 5th workshop of Level Up program for Slovenian that I am running now, I already know what kind of content I will give them, what kind of music will give them, what kind of expression they will have to open up to in order to first liberate of all the, not all, but at least some obstacles in their life and some patterns that are difficult, and also awaken a nice process to be connected to the gifts. Furthermore, if there would be any workshop, which is a little bit more longer, it could be half a day or 1 day or 2 or 3 days also, like a retreat. This takes really, really a lot of time in organizing things, technical things, like renting a space, like marketing, all the organizational things. It's really very demanding on me because I really want to be focused on helping and guiding and healing people more. Yeah. And for example, if you would be this weekend, I was filming for YouTube for my new program to come, Odisseya Ad Astra. I will mention later on. I was filming a YouTube introduction for that. So you would have to do that. Great, Ira. Yes. Or maybe, and I filmed also some little video clips for the giftedness. That it's my actually core. I'm a therapist for gifted people, so this is my core therapy. And let's say 2 weeks before, it probably you would enjoyed it. I was one of the 27 extremely and profoundly gifted person that were invited to a special research from all around the world. And I had a 2-hour-long interview with a special lady, and she will make a great research for her book. And I was chosen as a highly and profoundly gifted by myself. So this would also be on the menu.
Oh, this is such a busy schedule, Katja. It's so busy.
It's busy. It's also busy because, I don't have any, let's say, secretary or marketing agency, or I have help of my friends. Also, you're helping me, but in a way to just do my job, I would really need a team. Yeah. For now, this is not possible, but maybe in the future. This, I think, it's a lot of energy. Takes time, a lot of energy. That this marketing, organizational stuff, administrative stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying.
Tell me now, I shared with people how we met on Blood, and that you were all in business. And in corporation. Only thing which connects old Katja with Katja today was that I remember that you used to disappear during weekends because you went to your yoga teaching course.
Yes.
You remember. Well, it was a really long time ago.
Yes.
My question for you now is how many educations you went through in the meantime. So you're a journalist, you have your master's in journalism, you have your MBA, and then what happened?
Oh, life changed, which is good. Carl Gustav Jung said that when we are 35, something is, if we are lucky enough, something is triggered in us and we want something more. We start to hear the little voice, the truth inside us, and if we follow that, usually our life is full of change. And this is something really we should admire and we should follow. I actually then, as you know, I finished executive coaching.
Yes.
And then further on, I went to expressive art therapy, that I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
All my life I was doing yoga, and then started at that time to become a yoga therapist, which is really very, very profound and a very successful method also for dealing with all sorts of problems and good things also. And then further on, I finished the therapy for gifted people, which is based in Switzerland. And I'm doing a lot of self-research with my coaches and my coaches for gifted people also, and a lot of other workshops also. So I am actually in constant development, which is something I like. We should never stop self-researching and self-development. It's not like that we are in one point, this is it. Life does not work like that.
Yeah. Well, I remember when you said, okay, now I'm going to the education to become a yoga therapist.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference between being yoga therapist and being yoga teacher?
Well, Hatha yoga teacher, this is the traditional Hatha yoga. It's actually, it's, let's say, less subtle. You are dealing with less subtle methods. Yoga teaching, yoga therapy is dealing with more subtle methods. More focused, targeted energy transformation. So, for example, if you have blockages on financing, then you can actually do a lot of practices that can help you on that. Or if you have, let's say, relationship problems, yoga therapy can help you with really such a nice and gentle tools. And you can really, really feel it immediately. You also joined many times on my monthly meetings of Vini yoga therapy. And you also experience that many times, this.
Oh yes, I did.
Inside
and
is so profound. Yeah.
Yeah, if I may share, this is Katja sent me a link for her Zoom for Hatha yoga, and each time I think, do I really need it? And then after an hour, I feel like a completely different person. And afterwards, she sends me a link with the footage of this yoga lesson, which I repeat several times during month, and it really works. It really works.
Really works, exactly. Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about your teacher?
My teacher of yoga therapy?
Yes.
Yes, my teacher, he is actually a lineage holder of yoga therapy. His grandfather was the one who, let's say, in a way invented the yoga therapy, which was mostly for one-to-one, because each one of us is different and has different needs. And actually then later on came more to work, let's say, in workshops and so on. Yeah, but Dr. Kostubha Dezikachar is a worldly known yoga therapy teacher, and it's really also spiritual mentor and energy healer, and he really knows a lot about it. And I I'm still studying with him, and I finished, let's say, the first batch of yoga therapy. I'm now in the second one, so I finished the first one, and in Brussels with him. Yeah.
So you went to Brussels like for 5 years to become a yoga therapist.
For 3 years now. It's additional study that for people who are actually invited. It's invitation only.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Because these are very, very subtle energy things that can really, really they are very targeted and can really change your life. So you need to be really, really very careful for that. Yeah, what to give to people, what kind of practice. Yeah.
I got it. But so you were like for at least 10 years in, let's call it heavy education programs in Ljubljana, in Brussels, in Switzerland, all around the world, actually. How long, Katja, did it take you to decide to quit your, let's call it corporate career, and start the business of your own? What was the turning point?
Yeah, it took a long time. It was like cooking a very long dish, and I felt in myself something will happen. I didn't know when, but when it happened, it was immediately then. Yeah, and I remember that I was thinking about that like for years, to at least start to be afternoon entrepreneur. Yeah, I was actually work in my job, my previous job, and in the afternoon I worked as a therapist. So when I remember when in one point in my previous job I just grabbed my purse and I said, I just have to go. It was like a pull. I was like in a trance. I just went to the office and I said, I need to open my company. And I didn't know actually what was I doing or what just happened. And I filed these papers and then I come back to my previous job in the office and my colleague said, oh, you were gone for so long time. I said, yes, I just opened my company. And I was astonished about myself, oh, I just did that. But nevertheless, it was something inside that was really coming from my inner core, from the heart. It had nothing to do with pure rationalism and intellect. This and this, and I will do that kind of activities and that kind of areas that I will cover. It was really, really very, very spontaneous. But it took me years, and it took me years to have my own webpage. It took me years to have a YouTube channel, oh my God, and so on. But slowly, I think for me, that kind of things, step by step, I think it's the best, yeah.
Katja, Would you share with our public today, what is your goal? What is your goal? Why are you doing this? What you are doing? I got it. You know, one day you say, now enough is enough. I want to go to follow my road. But what's your goal?
Yeah, actually, this goal came clearer and clearer and clearer. It's not that the goal is immediately known. It's very strange for me if someone will say, I'm a coach, or I'm, I don't know, a therapist, or a teacher, or whatever, whoever, yeah. And I have a mission. I think that mission is growing, because the mission is actually connected to what we really are called to do in our all potentials, our giftedness, and this is what I am doing. Yeah. So I started with this giftedness very, very slowly, and being a therapist for gifted actually was the same. As going to be a coach before, and a therapist for expressive art therapist was really, really like a call, you know, but a very subtle call, and I just opened to it. And then later on started the therapy for gifted to be more and more and more strong, and I realized is actually this is something that is my calling, and with my processes, I realize this is something I'm gifted to, so I can detect and help people to find their giftedness. And by that, if they find their giftedness inside, then we are shining. We don't walk around the earth being very depressed and anxious. It's the life get different meaning. The purpose is there. We are aware of the purpose, actually. What is the purpose of my life? And with many of my clients, I experience this when they, in one moment, realize, wow, I have a purpose in my life. I'm not just wandering and sailing out of focus, living from birth to death, but there is a purpose. And this really we bring to this earth. We all have this inside us. And this is such an amazing and powerful energy and experience that I'm so grateful that I'm each time there with these people and experience also by myself what they are figuring out, where they have the insights. So this is something that I think it's my goal, that people are more and more connected to their giftedness, to their gift, and by that they are living their life more passionate, fulfilled life. They are more relaxed. They are happy when it's not like work or job, because giftedness is not related to that, but it's more like I just live. You know, when I had 2 jobs, I have my job, previous job in office, and then I was a therapist, and people like I got 10 people, 2 in the morning, maybe 8 also in the evening, in the afternoon. It was a lot, yeah. So, but I was full of energy and I was shining. So I'm still shining because of that, because I am in my full gift, in my full potential when I'm with people I'm helping in that. And by that, we can actually build a better future. This inner journey inside us, that we are connecting to our giftedness and awakening our truth that we all feel. I'm sure all the people are feeling this in the earth now, that if we make time and space for that, that we for sure will make also a better world. And okay. I hope this someday I will also see.
Well, these are big words, you know, Katja, and I know how you influence people even before it was your final call. You're on
It was
your
somehow, yeah.
hero's journey right now, and I can feel how you shine and shine. And can you tell us what is important in your work with your clients, and why? What is the one thing which you would never give up in your work with your clients?
Well, what is important, I found out with my clients and also with myself, first is that there is a spark inside. So each one of us has a spark inside, or you can say it's spirit or soul. But there is like something that is there and it's tingling, yeah? And you can see it in people if it's not really very, very buried under the heaviness of shame and guilt. And this sparkle, I need to see that they're still there, that there is still something that we can uncover that sparkle. This is very important. The second thing is the will. We need to be willing to do the heavy job. Transformation is not 3 hours and you are transformed. Transformation is not pinkle spray or a stone I put on the table or beside the bed. It's not that. Carl Gustav Jung said we need to go deep into our darkness and into our psyche to then come to the light, to transform. And there is no other way. And
yes.
And this is something I think it's really very, very, very important to know, that you will, the clients, they need sparkle, will, of course, time, energy, money. They need to be dedicated to it.
It's not like you just pay and then Katja will do the magic for you.
No. Actually, this is something, let's say, an agreement that I do with every time with the client, that this is some sort of unwritten contract, that this takes some time. Yeah.
Question. David asks, do you think that the music is unique for all? Like one size fits all?
Oh, hello, David. What a nice question. Well, I think music is really very important. It triggers something in us deeper than we actually might think. It could be also the language, the ancient language, when we were singing and dancing around the fire. It comes from there. So it has a lot of power. So today I was actually driving in a car going to my COVID test, and a guy on the radio said, there is a research going on, or it's finished already, and the people were classified on what kind of music actually they are listening. So if you are, for example, listening jazz, this should characterize you as very, very intelligent, but maybe not so social. Or if you're listening to heavy rock and hard metal, you are intelligent and open, something like that. I don't really remember all that, but for sure, each one of us has music that somehow touches our heart. And I know David, he actually is my brother. I know he loves music and he connects to music very much. So, I think the music is really important for us, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. They say I have few grounded questions for our fellows, coaches, therapists, mentors, advisors. You really have a great website. Katja's website is katjaujčič.com. It's in Slovene, but also in English. Is it?
Now I am doing it in English by myself. Yeah.
Okay, but but let's say website also goes international.
Yes.
But you also have your YouTube channel and your Instagram profile, and you are active on Facebook, but also on LinkedIn.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but my question is, who is helping you with all this?
Well, I do have some, let's say, technical help with my internet page, my programmer, of course. Otherwise, I would not know how to do it. But I'm mostly doing the web pages by myself. And I do have also help with filming YouTube videos and montaging them. My friend Mihaela, she's doing this for me. But otherwise, actually, I'm all doing by myself. All the posts everywhere that you see, I'm quite active. I try to be, because I think that now is the time really to put our message, our good message through. Yeah, that we are somehow losing time, maybe. I think so. Mm-hmm. This is my opinion, that the world is changing and we need to change accordingly. Otherwise, we are lost behind. Actually, at that moment, I'm doing all by myself, and it's a lot of work. I would really help here. But in a way, it is now as it is, yeah?
Well, I think that I know how much effort and how much time you invest in your promotion and your marketing and your client services. But I'm sure it's also good, because now you know for yourself how much time it takes, and you know what works and what doesn't. Do you have a channel which is your favorite? Which channel you enjoy the most?
Well, I am, let's say, a Facebook person, because this is the age that Facebook actually became alive. But I think Facebook now become very, very like an open market, and I don't like it like that anymore. I am doing really my best and try to put some good messages out, but turned out that you just need to pay for everything. And I think that we should at least, let's say, share each other's things and likes more and comments more, because this is how algorithm works, as far as I know. Otherwise, you need really to pay, and the messages, they don't just get through. And this is not okay, because there are really very good stuff that we can share from each other. But at the moment, I really like LinkedIn, because it's more serious. And I am a serious person regarding my job. I'm taking very serious. I write a lot of articles of giftedness. You can check it on LinkedIn or on my webpage. I also write articles for Slovenian newspapers. And I am really doing my best in order to contribute to the new way of thinking about giftedness, and how new perspective, how human potentials work, and the new methods how to awaken them. And for that, there in Slovenia, there's not a lot of room for that. But there is international communities, and I found it more or less on LinkedIn. And we are more, let's say, I'm contributing there a lot, and also, let's say, it's appreciated somehow more. This is something you got a feedback back, of people that are really on their similar path of being a gifted person, and they don't know how to react, or they were gifted and they did it by themselves. They're very successful. It's LinkedIn. I find it now much more good for me. Yeah.
Okay.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. No, I love when you say that you're a serious person, because you are really serious. But at the same time, you're so easy and fun and so straightforward.
Yes.
I know that you have lots of articles, but could you tell us just in short a little bit, because there is like this connection in between art, expressive arts, creativity, and giftedness, which is very, very often connected only to the IQ and, being smart and so on.
Yes, thank you very much for that question. Yeah, so we are all gifted. In Roman Empire, the word genius actually meant a spirit behind each person that guides and mentors each person. So it's in a form of a spirit. Or if you remember Aladdin's lamp, it was a genie that came out when the Aladdin was, rubbing the lamp. So it is in each one of us, the genie is there. Yeah. And there are three components regarding giftedness, or let's say giftedness, or being a genius, not in a way, as you said, being a math or art or music genius or quantum physics genius. It's something more deeper. Yeah, it's something that only you uniquely can understand and perceive. It's the way you, with your inner antennas that we are exploring then in my practice, how you are perceiving the world in your own way, and then how you make that gift implement back. So there are, let's say, three components regarding the giftedness. We get the giftedness from our blood, from our ancestors, and could be your grandmother that has some sort of gift that she put it on for all these generations, and now it's time for you to make it alive, to make it that you fulfill your life and make a better future. The second component is this genius part, that there's something spiritual around us that is guiding us in a specific way, that was also guiding me, as I was explained before. Like I was in a trance making my own company. I never thought I would do that. Yeah. So it's something like a hidden little subtle voice that we all have. And Ira, you are also very intuitive for sure. You can remember and you know that this exists. It's very subtle little voice in us that we normally do, Zach, this is not it. This is something we need to develop more and more. This is the higher intelligence, actually. Yeah? This is not intelligence of the intellect, but it's higher, it's beyond the intellect. And the third component actually is the, let's say, style or character, or the way we are putting this giftedness, our inner gifts and potentials, to the practice. It's in that here we can find intellectual intelligence, which is very much overrated now. And then we have several more giftedness. We have emotional intelligence, imaginational intelligence, sensual intelligence. So you can check all this on my webpage. I wrote a lot of articles regarding that. But just to have a little bit of feeling what this giftedness is. And how I do it is how I help to, let's say, evoke this giftedness in us. It's by two languages, two oceans that are actually the only two oceans that are directly communicating with our psyche. It's the expressing arts, the symbolism, the myths that are in the collective subconscious, the rituals, the how we express ourselves in, let's say, dancing, jumping, with the voice. Does not need that we are perfect in singing, but it's how we are expressing that. So we communicate like that with the subconscious, and it's really huge energy shift when we start to do that. And the second one is ancient practices of yoga and meditation. So I combine all those two languages in my practice, and really I can see that results that the people are really so shining and awakening, and we have many new people now really in their full potentials, which I'm really grateful that I was the part of their path.
Tell me, Katja. I know you have several different programs that you are. I don't know how it is now. Do you do workshop live?
Yes, I do my programs now live on Zoom, and I also had some workshops that I did live on Zoom. It's all possible. There is a little bit of difference, of course, of this physical touch and physical appearance and so on. It's a little bit different, but it's also nice like that, and also works online. So I have, yes, like workshops and programs.
So I will ask you now, how long does it take for you to develop a program?
This was astonishing for you. Well, I work really with open heart, and because I am evoking the giftedness and potentials in people, I actually I am, let's say, writing or putting together programs or workshops very fast. The program Odisseya Ad Astra is my new program that we'll speak about later on, I hope a little bit. Actually came to me in a few hours. I think it was written maybe in 1 hour or less. And then, of course, the English language is not my first language, as you can hear. But I needed to, of course, grammatically correct it, but actually came down to me and to my heart really very fast. And this is something that I am talking about. This is something how we can live. It's immediately you get something that is completely yours, that you know it's good, that you believe in, and that you know it will help people all around the world. So all the workshops that I did was the content was downloaded immediately, was like, and was there. And actually I was not planning the workshop. The workshop planned itself, It came to me and I said, okay, I need to do that. Yeah.
And how many programs did you do by now?
I had several programs by now. These were, let's say, 6 months programs for Slovenian audience. I had many workshops also before Corona times, expressive art workshops, also workshops with labyrinths that are really very profound workshops. Because labyrinth is a very good symbolism. It's a very good structure for our psyche. It really rests in the deepest layer of our psyche. And when you are making a labyrinth, this is what we did also in our in my workshops, or where we walk during the labyrinth. It was such a amazing and profound transformation that people felt later on, because really energetically we focused on how to rebuild this structure. So yes, I did many of them. You can also check my webpage. There's workshops. Wow, I think there are 10 or 11 there. But they are constantly coming.
It's incredible. You're incredibly productive. And I know that you have results. I'm not saying this because we are friends, but I know that people say that there are really results and the change, like long-lasting change. It's not like we talk a little bit and then I feel better. But it really stays with people. Tell me, Katja, people, say hello to Katja again here in this little box down and ask her questions. I will put my glasses on and I will read everything.
Yes, we have Rachel from Canada.
Did you explain to us about your new program, Ad Astra? What it means? I know you asked some consultants on Latin, so I got the idea that you want to go from the roots to the stars.
Yes, exactly. As I was telling you now all the time, I am now starting my new program. It's a 6-week program. Very intense workshops, but really delivers. It's not just how we are going to meet and you will attend the workshop and this will be it, but actually is for as I put it, is for the pioneers. So Natasha, maybe this will also sound good for you. And the program brings new perception of human potentials. It brings new perception to you about yourself and new methods on how to unleash these potentials in you. Because as in order to build our new reality for ourselves, we need to transform. There's no other way. And you can see the world is now in really, really fast transformation. And I think we are all losing time. We are really losing time. In order to go to this spaceship, we need really to go now. So you can join my program already. I'm going to do on that program is that we are going first really to ground ourselves in this reality where we are. Because in order to bring our seeds, our potentials inside us, we need to have a space, earth. We need to have stability. The seed is in the earth. It's not just, I'm just there and there and there, and maybe I will grow a root or a leaf, not a fruit at all. So we need to have the stability. It's important because the energy of our true potentials is really immense and intensive and very, very, very powerful. So in order for you not to be completely lost and to be completely devastated after you will reach the start, you first need to be grounded. So this is something we will start in this program. Very, very important. And then we will go to the heart. As Ira said before, and I said before, my heart is open to the creation, and this is something that you will also experience because it's nevertheless it's the exchange that is happening in that kind of intensive workshops and programs with me. So it's the heart will open and the creative flow will start to pour more and more ideas, more and more inventions, more and more new creations that you will create. No matter what, it will just come to you. as the program came to me. It needed to be written down. It's just like that. Yeah. So it's nothing will stop you. And when we will manage this, we will actually be able through that to reach towards the stars. So first you need to ask yourself, are you aware of your hidden potentials? And are you floating here and there, maybe in this sea of life, and not thinking that your life really has a purpose and it's in vain just to, daydream, I will be that and that. No, we really need to take steps towards our inner journey to make this. It's all about inner journey. So when we will reach to the stars, you will actually have, and this is so good and so fantastic, I experience this all the time, new perception of yourself. So it's like meeting your future self. And it's amazing. You can, because when our giftedness, or let's say our potential, if you are aware or not, doesn't matter, but we are putting a label on. Yeah, I am a good cook. Yeah.
Yes.
But the energy that actually can be around it, it's such amazing power that can just flourish and make you flourish for all other areas of your life. And the consciousness will be different, the world will be different, the new reality will actually come to you. It's not that you are going to, grasp and all these new age things that are going now. I'm not following that. I'm really a serious healer, let's say, a serious therapist, and someone who will really help you in these six weeks to also feel very, very safe.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We had a question Natasha asked, where it will be, when it will start. So it will be online.
Yes, this will be, because it's international, it's going to be in English, it's going to be online, it's going to be 6 weeks of intensive work. We start on the 6th of May. But for all of you, you are lucky, yes. So you can go on the webpage that Ira will post here. So you can find it also, katjaujčič.com / Odisseya Ad Astra. It's in Latin, yeah. It's in Latin. It's Odisseya to the stars. So we will post a link. And you can have an early bird until the 20th of April.
How many people will be in the group?
I will accept only 10. Because only it's 10. Really, no, it's personal. It's really in each workshop, you get my also personal guidance and therapy. So in each workshop, you will for sure get my view of that. I will push you or pull you or make a comment that will, oh my God, will really affect you and will really put you on another step. And this is why and then later on we will also have a private secret Facebook group. There you will have your homework and you will work also with your further on, and I will also facilitate. So also in Facebook group you will have my mentoring, and this is why 10 actually it's maximum, so you need to hurry up for that program.
Yeah. Rachel says that it sounds wonderful program.
Yes, it really is. I really feel it, and it's really experimental program that wisdom, intuition, creativity, and immense support energy are actually working with hand in hand. And it's really for the people who are experience their own complexity, and they know they feel inside this sparkle that they can contribute more. I think that now is really, really the time to do this for ourselves, because as I said, we are losing time, but nevertheless we have this opportunity now, because we need to go step by step with these transformations for the new reality. Yeah. Sure. Otherwise, we are retired.
We have this overseas question. What time is it going to be? White.
Yeah. For now, I'm thinking about Thursdays, evening European time, afternoon, evenings. So we will see from where the people will be. For sure, it will be international, and then we will, of course, adjust the best time. But usually these workshops are 2 hours long, or a little bit more. So it is it's really very, very intensive. So I hope someone. I know that some people who are here will join us already. I know. So warmly welcome from all around the world. So why do you say we are losing time? I feel it already happened. Well, I don't think it's the shift is not really Natasha. Yes, it is Natasha.
Yes.
Natasha, thank you for the question. I don't think the shift is quick. I think it will take time. Nevertheless, you can see where the people are now. And it's really a few people that are embarking this journey, the inner journey. It's actually a hero journey. It's an inner hero journey. And for each one of you who are my clients on programs or workshops or one-to-one, it is I am so grateful for you, because you are also courageous to go to that, to go to inner journey. All the people that are going, not just my clients. Yeah, I'm very proud of my clients. Yeah, we are going through the shift. Our BLZ said, yeah, that we are all going through the shift, exactly, and we need to board. We need to go on board, not just waiting. This does not BLZ.
Oh yes, Katja, thank you so much. We heard so many things from you. And this combination of your intellect, of your experience, of your real life experience,
yes,
this is always fascinating. I saw you in our MBA program, surrounded with all these very ambitious managers, which were mostly male. And I remember how you handled this, and I'm witnesses your hero's awakening from inside, and your will to help people and to carry on your mission.
Yes, so, thank you very much, Ira. It means a lot to me for you saying that, because you know me, you are also very profound and very intuitive, and you are also helping me many times with your very senior, fantastic advices on marketing and myself, and you supported me. So thank you very much. Also to you being my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all for coming. I hope to see you all again, and we will talk to Katja very soon.
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you very much, Ira, and all people who are joining us. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Very nice. Yes, bye-bye.
Bye.